I had a date with God. And I know how that sounds, but I really needed to be poured into and I needed to hear from God, right? I had my snacks, I had my Bible, my notebook, I had my music playing, and I was like, I'm gonna sit here however long it takes. And he did just that. He made sure to show up. So I ended up flipping through the book and I went to the book of Job. You guys, personally, I stay away from that because I've already read it. I know what it's about, but also I don't want that stuff to happen to me. But now that I've read it, I have so much revelation from it. So I want to start at chapter 1, what stood out to me. Chapter 1, verse 16 to 18, this is when everything is starting to happen. These 3 verses had the same thing. Came also another where he was getting hit back to back with something. And it says in verse 20, everything he went through, losing his family, his house, his animals, all of these things happening, that was his first response, was to fall on the ground and worship, right? Something else that caught my eye was chapter 2, verse 3. It says here that Satan moved God. It was like Satan challenged God. And God took the challenge. He's like, all right, let's do it. This is when I started to realize that God had a lot of faith in Job. He knew that he can conquer all of these things that were being thrown at him. Chapter 16, verse 11, it says, this is Job speaking. God has delivered me to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked. Job confirming he knew that God was the reason that Satan was doing all these things in his life. And this question came to mind is, but what if it's God that allows Satan in your life to cause chaos and all of these things? What would you do? And it brought me back to chapter 1 with Job. He worshiped. When everything was falling apart, he worshiped him. It was beautiful to me and it was meaningful because that means it's okay to be tried. It's okay to have these certain things happen in your life because God is saying, wow, you can do it. You are a conqueror. You have the victory. That it's not always Satan. It's sometimes God trying to perfect you, trying to mold you, trying to get you to a place, or he already knows that you can do it.